Welcome along to the EXFL Tier 2 Season 7 Bahrain Grand Prix. We're back. EXFL Tier 2 is back on a new game, F1 23. I am F1 Union, your main commentator for tonight, and back alongside me is SLR Nico. Nick, how are you, my friend? My mistake. Right. Yes. Welcome along to the EXFL Tier 2 Season 7 Bahrain Grand Prix. Like I said, we're on a new game, F1 23, and we're all excited to kick off the new season of Tier 2, the 7th season, the 4th game we're on now, and I think this grid's going to be one of, if not the most competitive we've seen. Unfortunately, a few key names are not racing tonight, unfortunately, but we will hope to see them next time out, but we'll get into it all. But first off, we've got qualifying, and Nick, how excited are you for this new season?
I am absolutely feeling exquisite for this new season. Obviously, it's been a long-awaited wait for Tier 2 to get started with a couple of issues with the game previously. But now, it's the first round, the first qualifying session. We're going to be seeing the first laps of the season. It brings me back memories from last season, but now it is Season 7 and it's time for Tier 2 to show off their best pace and drivers.
It is indeed. Qualifying has begun. Then we will be taking you through all 17 drivers that are in the lobby right now. We might get another who's trying to get home as soon as possible. So I'm just going to enable all the stuff. Need that, don't need that. Don't need the tyre. To leader. There we go. Right then, I'm just going to send the stream out. Nick, do you want to maybe take us through some challenges around Bahrain? What do you need to perfect a lap around the street of Sakir?
Well, the streets of Sakir in the Bahrain desert are very tricky, as some of you may know. We've got a very heavy braking zone into turn 1, and with this new game, all the braking zones are slightly longer, having to brake earlier and heavier on that brake pedal, and there's a slight crest going into turn 1, which can really hamper your braking performance. Then we've got, coming up into turn 4, very bumpy on the apex. I could catch a few drivers out, push them wide over the track limits on the exit. We have got the tricky turn 8 at the moment, very easy to lock the rears without ABS, and then even worse is the acceleration up towards turn 9 and then down the hill again for turn 10. Drivers without ABS will struggle all race long, as everybody does. Whoever you are, whatever the skill, it's always a struggle getting it stopped into that corner. Then, with the new game, it's slightly easier to come up through turn 12 of the third sector. But then it's just perfecting that third sector. Once again, we head towards the penultimate corner of Carborough now. He's about to start a lap. But this is another corner, very tricky, easy to lock the rears, go wide. If you get it on that outside curb, your lap is pretty much finished.
So all the talking and speculation of pre-season from last week is all we got to go off of, but this is it. This is the qualifying session that can shape the entire season. So Carborough will be the first one to start his lap as he heads through turn 1. Easy braking zone and taking it cautiously through one of the most difficult first few turns of any circuit on the calendar. DRS wide open as he heads down to turn 4, braking around the 100 meter board, and you don't want to clip the inside curb, you just want to go lightly around it. He's gone a bit wide, but he gains more momentum, straightens the car, and he finishes sector 1 now. Here's the split 29-1 as he attacks turn 5, 6 and 7. They all come at you so quickly, making sure not to ride the curb, and now once again you want to avoid the curb, straighten the car and put the power down as soon as you face forward. And now, like Nick said, down toward the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Can he get it right? He's turning in very nicely, and that is a very nice way of how to do it. And now along the second DRS straight for Carborough. A bit questionable. Let's see where he can be this season. Obviously he had that great run in Italy, his highlight of the season around then, and then other parts he's been lacking. So let's see if he can really push towards the top 10 and get some solid points for his new team with Haas, with JJ Francis, who is unfortunately not racing tonight. Only Haas on the track as he's taken the end of sector 2 and the start of sector 3 very nicely indeed. One corner left then for the Haas as he's sizing it up. You can make or break your lap. The number 7 in the red, black and white car exits the final corner. the American team will be the first to cross the line. It is a 1 minute 30.428. And let's see what the rest can do. Killian crosses the line to 130.7, 3/10 off the pace. There's an Alpine behind him with Warren, who's making his return just behind him. And now here comes the Mercedes and the McLaren. Callum 7/10 off, and TV Gamer nearly a second clear. He's right on the pace, on the ballpark, and I think a Ferrari now behind him of Callum as he crosses the line, 1.4 seconds down. And the other Mercedes of Pro Cody to cross the line now. And he goes P7, he backed off on his lap. And we got a Red Bull in the distance of the Dutch Dodo. Rookie last season, now experienced, heading into his second season. As Billy goes ahead of his teammate. And then Frankie making a return as well. Both Alpine drivers on the return. Frankie P2 at the moment. And now across the line for the Williams driver of Horosia. Winner of last season, crosses the line. Still half a second off. Great banker then for TV Gamer. And across the line, here come the Alfa Romeos then. The big return, Chaz F1 alongside the demoted driver. But obviously, they are both the most experienced drivers we've ever had in this tier. The probably biggest duo we've ever had, barring maybe Joe and Josh from Tier 2 Season 4 going for the title. But this is a very, very interesting lineup of Chaz and Seb, who I think will have to go again. So we've got 9 actual times on the board. It's pretty much half the drivers have set one. Still waiting for Nathan, Noah, Luca, Seb, Ben and Logan, who's just heading through turn 1 now. Just want to highlight on Ben, he is a reserve, but he is one of the favourites to watch for, and I'm sure he will get a seat anytime soon. I was trying to catch Nick up on like all the drivers and where they are. You got any more questions about any of the drivers on, well, these 17, Nick?
No, not at the moment, but I just saw a little excursion from Logan coming out of turn 2 into 3, just cutting the inside corner, obviously the loss of the rear. And we have Pro Cody 07 beating his teammate by roughly 0.2 of a second.
He is indeed. Mercedes right on the game then. It was predicted, well, at least from my side, that Williams would be a very strong competitor for the constructors with Horosia, as Chaz F1 goes P6 now, as well as Alfa Romeo. But unfortunately, his teammate Matteo was hopefully going to make his debut here today. He's rushing home and he might join at the end of qualifying, but at the moment, it's just Horosia on his own for now, and Seb right behind Chaz. So, Mercedes, this is very interesting and surprising pace from them. We know Cody and Tom were going to lead the way for this next generation after them coming out 1-2 in Abu Dhabi, with Cody winning and Tom getting his win earlier on in Singapore. It was a match made in heaven really for these two, and at the moment they're setting the pace. And Noah, like we thought, he's great over one lap. He's really taken the fight. Red Bull versus Ferrari. Last 2 seasons we've had Ferrari versus Red Bull. I think it's time we get some more teams involved, and at the moment it's looking competitive, it's looking very interesting, and we're not done yet. So there we go, 13 times now actually recorded. 1.8 covers them all. Still waiting for both Alpha Tauris, Ben and Logan. Also noticed Cody over one lap recently has been really impressive, but it's obviously the race where you score the points, and across the line was the Ferrari of Callum to improve to P9. We have a Red Bull of Noah coming around the final corner and heading into the pits. Same with both Alfa Romeos. 10.5 minutes then. I think their first runs are done. And we're getting more and more of a picture of what this season's going to look like. Frankie, 3-time race winner, back in Tier 2 Season 5. Got promoted to Tier 1, left, came back to Tier 2. Back in the Alpine. It's where he loves it, where he's iconic with it. And he's just getting out the way now, I think. There's an Aston behind him. So yeah, Killian and Ben are both reserving in Aston Martin for Smithy and Josh Hewitt. And there we go, Matteo is in. So we will have the second Williams in. With 10 minutes remaining, this is going to be great, because Matteo was the one to watch out for in the Britain Social Race last week, when he was half a second up heading in through Stowe, but then unfortunately lost it. So if he can get a lap or two together, he will be right up there, but unfortunately no practice will hinder him. Any surprises so far, Nick, from those top 13 times?
Well, it's brilliant to see both Mercs at the top of the table, but I've just got my eye on, we've obviously both said to each other before, we've got our eye on Ben 94 as he comes around the final corner to start his first lap of the season. What can he do?
I don't know about him, but his teammate Killian's in the gravel at the exit of turn 3. But yes, Ben into turn 1. Can he take it? Very nicely indeed. He can indeed. So through turn 2 now. A little bit of curb. Rising up through the gears. Slowly applying the throttle. Do you want to take us through the rest of this lap, Nick?
I shall do. Now, coming up to the tricky turn 4, braking at the 100-meter board, he uses plenty of track on the outside, entering the corner. Then through 5, then 6, clipping the apex nicely. A little bit of understeer, but none of that will hurt him too much. Then into the tricky braking zone of turn 8, he picks up the throttle. Second gear may be unfavoured for some, but he shifts up the gear without any wheel spin. A shorter line into turn 9 and 10, maybe once again not favoured by others. But as he bombs it down, the feature support main straight. And then he heads it into turn 11, braking at a 50-meter board. Doesn't use all the track on the exit, but it gives him a shorter line up to 12. And then for the heavier braking zone of 13, making sure that brake bias is nice and far to the rear as you're braking and turning at the same time. A little bit of a swapper coming onto the exit, but he heads down to turn 14, then 15. Braking just after the 100-meter board, using all the track. Clips the apex on the inside, can help with rotation if you hit it right, and he seems to have done just that. He heads up to the line. Is it going to be in the 29s? It's a 29.7, and it puts him P4.
Yeah, he had a massive moment out of the exit of the penultimate corner. I'm sure there's time to find, but yep, on the second row at the moment for Ben 94 goes P4, and the Ferrari of Callum just exiting the pit lane there. So all the outlaps begin then, and one by one times will improve hopefully, but Mercedes setting the pace. Don't really want to go back to it, but it's really the only... never mind, I'll focus our attention to Chaz F1 instead, who's crashed exit of the final corner. Go on board with the Mercedes. Yeah, he's just there. He's out of the session, and P7 will be at best for him. As Matteo's in his car. Massive disappointment then for Chaz F1. I was going to say, going back to the days of Tier 2 Season 3 was the last time Mercedes were competitive enough to win the Constructors' Championship. And at the moment, they're looking good. Got the game plan, both of them. You can see both on track, and right behind them is the other Red Bull of Logan, watching them both on his lap. So heading through Sector 1, has Cody found any more time? He's down by just a bit. TB Gamer, I'm not too sure, but he's carrying on with his lap. Let's get the reaction from Chaz. Why is the damage on this game so broken? Smallest hit and my tyre comes off. Yep, that is what happens. You can crash into the wall quite heavily and only lose your front wing. The slightest tap. Especially, you know the corner before the castle section at Baku, Nick?
Yep.
Yeah, that bit. One little tap and boom, wheel gone. Anyway, heading through turn 11 now with TB Gamer. Has he found any time? He's pretty much 2/10 down on his teammate and needs to find the time. As he ends Sector 1, he's found those 2/10. What about Pro Cody? Has he found any time? No, he's backed off. He's invalid. So, TB Gamer has the opportunity now to snatch back provisional pole from his teammate. They were talking about potential Mercedes rivalry for the F1 World Championship in EXFL Tier 2. Well, he's going to cross the line now. Can he beat his teammate and get it back on provisional pole? Oh, wow. They're level. I was waiting for him to pop up, but they're level. Identical lap times for both Mercedes drivers. TV Game was over 2/10 improvement. He lost... must have been like 17 thousandths in the last sector to equal his teammate. I've never seen that before in this league, I don't think. Well, Nick, you have.
I was gonna say, don't get ahead of yourself, mate.
Oh my god. But luckily, the game's done it right this time. It hasn't put yours P1 or whatever it was we had, and we didn't have to restart.
I'll never forgive Will for that day.
But what scenes?
Should have kept it as it was.
What scenes? Both Mercedes level lap times, and it's the start of the season, and it's already going to come down to the final run between them. Which one of them can improve, and who can challenge the Mercedes? When they were talking about Hamilton Rosberg, I was like, yeah, sure. Like, it's not going to be just you guys. You guys are going to have competition. But this is looking promising as Matteo, on his first attempt, shows why he's good around one lap pace. He goes P3. And I think that's Slushy. Nope, that's Slushy into the gravel. Is that Seb? Yes, it's Seb up to P7. Knocks his teammate outside the top 10 now. P11 for Chaz at the moment. Everyone's got a lap time on the board apart from Nathan. People messing up. Tom is going to be so annoyed with that. 1,000th is what he needed. I was so confused. I was waiting for him to, you know, light up the timing screens. Purple, go first. He's still there. But I thought, wait, what? And it's level. Unbelievable. What a way to start the season. But we still got people on laps. Hirosia heading into the pit lane. 3 minutes 50 remaining. 1 run left. What about Killian then? He's exiting the final corner. He's up from his time and he goes into the pit lane. He wants that track evolution right at the end. Who's your money on, Nick? Cody or Tom?
Couldn't
have asked for a more closer duo.
Yeah, 2 very close friends of the both of us. Obviously, we just saw on Cody's last round the pressure got to him a little bit. 2 tenths down coming into the first sector, and an invalidation just corners after. It's a tough decision, but I'm going to say Tom.
I think your money's on TB Gamer. I'll go the opposite now. I'll go Pro Cody. The Dutch Dodo, 200s down in his first set. Remember, he got P4 here on debut last season. And obviously in P8, Hirosia, who won here last season. And Chaz, who won here the season before then, is going to start down in P11. Nathan's still yet to set a lap time. And it looks like he backed off there. But I think he's still carrying on. We'll look further to Noah. And he's backed off too. And how long? I can't see how much. 2 minutes 28. I think Noah's out here. I don't. Nick, he can't surely get back to the pits, right?
Let's have a look.
Hold the phone. Luca's just gone third.
Hold the phone.
By 6 thousandths, Luca 2004X, who's sprung a few surprises. Unfortunately, they've always ended with him going back in a spin to the back. But at the moment, he's P3. We're no stranger this league to seeing surprises in Bahrain qualifying, especially right at the end, and this is certainly a qualifying that is heating up. The Dutch Dodo crosses the line then. This will be his final attempt then. If he has enough fuel in the tank, his teammate just exiting the pit lane. Alpha Tauri are smoking something. Nathan has gone P6, 420 thousandths behind Pro Cody. And the top 15 now are covered by less than 9 tenths. Killian and Billy still on their outlaps. Callum is up by half a second. This is going to be so tight. Cody has started his final run. TB Gamer is still in the middle of the lap. And he will be the last one of the 2 Mercedes to cross the line. And now we wait. Dutch Dodo's found 3 thousandths from his last attempt. He hasn't improved though. And any one of these drivers could throw any sort of surprise in. Logan's up to 11th. Hirosia is 11 thousandths in front of it. It's so close like real life. You have no idea how much time and how many positions you could lose with just over a tenth and a half. But Luca's session's done. He'll be happy if he gets P3. But I think no matter what, he'll be happy with that lap. Anyway, what about the Dutch Dodo? He's got a bit of traffic in front of him. He's got the Aston Martin. Has he found any more time in the middle sector? No, he's a 10th down. Noah not finding any time. Nathan, I think that's Alpha Tauri's qualifying session over. Ben is on his outlap. Tom has just headed through turn 1. What about Pro Cody then? He's up by nearly a 10th in the first. The middle sector, he's down by over 300ths. So can he find any time? Can he find any sort of advantage to his teammate who's just ending Sector 1 now? Has Tom found any time as he ends the first sector split? He has! He's found 68 thousandths. So Cody crosses the line. Has he found any time in that Mercedes? He crosses the line. A 129.320. He's found the time to beat 19 thousandths in front of Tom. And now it is up to TV Gamer to deliver. Who's going to take the opening pole position of Tier 2 Season 7? Is it going to be Pro Cody? Is it going to be TV Gamer? Is it going to be any of these lot? Noah's out. Nathan's out. Ben is still going strong. He's found over 2.5 tenths. Don't count him out. TV Gamer then. Has he found any more time? His middle sector last time was amazing. His middle sector this time is even better. He's finding so much time as TV Gamer 07. He starts this season after his rookie season last season getting Rookie of the Season, and now he starts Tier 2 Season 7, round the final corner, number 19, the Mercedes. It's looking good for him, and he's managed to navigate all 15 corners. TV Gamer 07 across the line, 29.201. TV Gamer is on pole position. At least he beats his teammate. Now we see who challenges. Ben 94, the favourite, P7 at the moment. He's 6/10 down nearly as Erosia can only manage P8 at best. Ben 94 is going to have to deliver some final sector, some final corner, and some final straight line speed as he races to the line, and he gets P2 by 1,000th. He splits the Mercedes. Unbelievable. And Logan gets 7th. What about Slushy then? No, he's not. What about Seb? He's invalid. What about Warren? Oh, I really thought Warren was on for pole position, but he crosses the line in 13th. There you have it. Just over a second. 18 drivers. TV Gamer is on pole position. Ben, by 1,000th, is on the front row for his debut ahead of Cody. Wow, Luca has got to be a star there. 4th, 6,000ths in front of Matteo. Wow, Nick, make of that what you will.
That is absolutely crazy. I mean, this is what we've wanted for the first qualifying of the season. It's absolutely spicy. It's setting up an incredible season. We've got the 2 Mercedes at the front of the pack. This is going to get intense.
What a lap from TV Gamer. Now, no matter what race anyone has, that qualifying is classic Tier 2 stuff. And it is awesome to see how close everyone was. Ben 94 was the favourite, but TB Gamer and Mercedes have the answer. And what a qualifying for AlphaTauri as well. Literally, we got pretty much the top 4 teams already. Both Williams, both Red Bulls, both AlphaTauris, both Mercedes. And then we have Ben 94 slipping his Aston there into second while his teammates all the way down in last. And Chaz F1, after crashing early on, is going to have to start this pretty much from the 9th row. It's a comeback drive for him then. His teammate Seb on his return, P11. Wow, what a race we have in store. Should have probably taken a photo of the quali results just in case, but yeah. I'll take it now, if I can get the race director. Don't want to hype anything up and then we have like a glitch or something. Formation lap is on. So I could probably just take a photo of the grid then. Because obviously, you weren't there, Nick, but for 2 restarts in a row, we had it off and the safety car came out before the lights came on. So we put it on and it was all fine, so... Oof. Missed this. I'm sure you've all missed it as well, and we're really excited for this season to get underway. Fortunately, it's not midnight. This stupid game still doesn't know how to do weather time of days right.
Pretty sure it's just because of it's unrealistic and it starts in the day.
Yeah, it's because I was doing 5 lappers earlier. I put it on midnight and it was still daytime. Right, taking a picture of the grid. And the formation lap is underway. Finally, for the first time in a while, we get to actually, before the race, see what everyone's on. So, the top 9 all on mediums, and it seems like Frankie and Callum are the only ones who have opted for the hard compound tyre. Let's not have that. Or that, really. Matteo's disqualified, Luca's disqualified. They must have hit each other. Luckily, it's surface only, so shouldn't be too bad. Don't need that. Keep that for now. Right then. The opening round of Tier 2 Season 7. Kian Verbruggen, Will Bernard, Matt, Joe, Thies, Bram, and now we're into Season 7. A new dawn, a new generation. Takes EXFL by storm. And it's got big names there from last season of TB Gamer, Pro Cody, the Dutch Dodo, Logan, Herosia. Returning guests of Warren, Seb, Chaz, and some new faces as well of Ben, Killian, and Matteo. We're going to see classic tier 2, chaotic tier 2, new tier 2. It's what we wanted. Should have started 2 weeks ago, but obviously the... Oh. Erosia. Oh, yep, great. Yeah, it's what we wanted 2 weeks ago to start, but obviously the tyre glitches. Now, they've been patched, we waited, and hopefully we're going to get rewarded by doing the right thing, and we're going to get, hopefully, a great race. Billy and Chaz. Now, yep. Wouldn't be tier 2 without that. But yep, good attendance, good future, and now the top guys make their way onto the grid. It's these final tense moments. All the speculation and talking stops now. As they find their grid position, let's see who can nail it, who will get disqualified for going too far forward. There's an AlphaTauri right there, right on the back there. And here we go then, Logan disqualified, but all 18 drivers slot into their grid position. We're just waiting for Killian to get on his grid spot. We can see Ben facing TB Gamer, but the lights are coming on then. Tier 2 Season 7, the revs rise. The lights are out. And Tier 2 Season 7 is underway. TB Gamer gets a great start and Pro Cody follows him through. Ben looking to the inside. Who's going to get the better jump as the AlphaTauri and Williams fight towards turn 1. Into turn 1. TB Gamer takes the lead. Ben nearly tags him as Pro Cody sits in with third. And through the back, they all seem to be facing forward. But it's a great start for the Williams as Matteo gets ahead of Luca and Pro Cody sits in third place. Ben has to sit behind. TB Gamer gets a great start. Now down the inside, 3 wide further back. And turning in is the Williams of Herosia. Also making a great move. The British team up to the top 6 as the spins for Red Bull and the Alpine for Warren, and he's crashed into the wall. But now looking further back or further front, it's as they were, but Warren, awful start, end plate damage as Chaz F1. What a start! He's up to P8. He's already behind Slushy already in 7th. He's ahead of Nathan, who's had a bad start. Seb stays where he is, remarkably. What a start for Chaz F1 as Matteo's left. If you can invite him back, Nick, that'd be great. As we're going to activate the stuff now. As Luca gets past Matteo. They're ghosting within. Matteo dropping down places, of course, because he's not in the race, annoyingly. Thank God that glitch didn't happen where if you leave, you retire, so... Luckily, that's staying how it is. But that was a great cinematic shot to see TB Gamer go around the outside of Ben and keep his front wing intact. Is the Aston Martin. Lives to fight another day. Lives to fight another lap. And that is 1 lap complete of Tier 2 Season 7. TB Gamer crosses the line then. Going wide there as the Haas of Carbro. And now Pro Cody is on the fight now to make it a Mercedes 1-2. Matteo's back in. We got a fight with the Williams and that AlphaTauri. Cody goes on the outside as the AlphaTauri goes straight on, and Ben is now under pressure from Pro Cody. We'll have to watch what happens further backwards. And Pro Cody, what a move, what a battle. He's made the Mercedes 1-2 possible. Erosia, then Slushy, then Chaz F1 on the move, but he gets spun by Luca, who once again has no eyes. He's been caught in many collisions last season, and that's going to annoy Chaz F1. TB Gamer loses the lead. He's battling away with Pro Cody and Ben. Massive battles here. And now it's all starting to happen. Cody hanging on. We've seen an Aston Martin versus a Mercedes there before. No swaps this time round. Carbo up to 7th, then Seb 8th now. Killian from last has halved the field. Nathan down to 10th, Billy up to 11th, Noah's down to 12th. Chaz F1, great start, but he's still gaining positions. Matteo's back in, but he's down to 14th. Logan 15th, Callum on the back in 16th, and then we got the 2 people who are not exactly on the back of the train yet. Callum, don't know what happened to him. Warren, who's pitted for the softs. Nick, anything else you can see?
No, I just saw the Red Bulls towards the back. It seems like Noah has made up a good couple of positions, but they were going side by side through turn 1. And then, as I flicked towards the front, Pro Cody and TB Gamer have got their own Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton battle up the front.
Yep, the jewel in the desert of 9 years ago. Are we going to get a repeat here with the 2 Mercedes? But they're not on their own this time. They got an Aston Martin chasing them. And Billy heading straight on there. There's Nathan. Oh my God. Killian gets spun. Noah there. Not really sure what else he can do. Matteo getting caught up as well. And wheel to wheel. Noah versus Billy. Heading into turn 4. Backs out. Great camera shot. There's the Alfa Romeo of Chaz F1 nearly runs into the back of Billy there. Looking further front. The top 3 battling is allowing Horosia, last season's race winner of the Bahrain Grand Prix, to join, and so is Frankie. Luca, God, do you get what I mean? It where like someone comes alongside him, he just doesn't know how to really like leave space.
Yes, it is quite annoying.
Right, so what do Mercedes do then? Tom has much more ERS. Ben has more than both of them. Do they stay in formation? Is there going to be team orders? Or do they fight flat out? It's only round 1 of 22. You don't win a race. You don't win a season over the course of one race. You win it over the course of all 22. And now we have got a train of 4 constructors in 5 cars. And Luca pretty much letting them get on with their race. Callum getting past Matteo. Matteo coming back down the inside. And now, with DRS activated, what does Pro Cody do? He activates his ERS to keep in front of Ben. Horosia on the back watching this. Is Ben going to size up a move? No. Is Cody going to size up a move? No. They all stay how they are. Lap 4 of 29. And down the inside goes Nathan on Seb. Seb stays ahead. Noah watching this. Chaz has to gain on them. And they are as they were out in front. Slide there for Luca out of the exit of 4. Carbro on him. And there's a spin for his teammate, Nathan. Right on the exit of 4. He's dropped down to P14. Chaz and Noah wheel to wheel through 5 and 6. Chaz loses the rear. He goes off the track. Noah allows himself back past. And now Chaz is going to go down the inside to hold on to P9. They're banging wheel to side pod. Chaz stays in front. Noah's got his ERS. Is he going to try and send it? No, he's going to stay behind. Very wise of him. Callum,
I was just going to point out something. I don't know why I'm surprised. Actually, Nathan, although he did have his ERS on, he does not currently have it on, but it is also below 10%.
Some things never change.
Yeah, that is like a tradition now.
First penalty of the season goes to Seb. Podium around here. He does do well, even if he doesn't really like the track. And further up, Carbro. Someone who also doesn't really leave much space against someone else who doesn't leave much space. So this will be interesting. Looking further front, though. Ben versus Cody. And Ben is looking down the inside of one Mercedes. And he's going to have to try and break himself perfectly to not get the other. Tom goes wide to help him get a better exit. He leaves the space for Cody to go to the inside on the curb. Nearly loses the rear. Horosia arrives on the scene. And Frankie's completely dropped off. But now Ben, going for one Mercedes, goes for the second, down the inside, for the lead of the race, the Aston and the Merc, and through goes Pro Cody again. He forces Tom off. Where is Tom going? He's backed off massively. Don't know why, he's lost so much time in doing so. The pole sitter down to P5 now. Randomly just stopped at the exit of 4.
I think he might have entered AI there.
Oh, Pro Cody loses the rear, and that allows Ben and Horosia to get past him. Mercedes downfall on lap 5 now. They've got to pick themselves back up. Yellow flag for Killian down in P17. But yeah, all changing now. Ben stuck with the Mercs and they've crumbled under the pressure. Now it's Herosia's turn. He wants to make it back-to-back victories around Sakia. Cody sticking with. TB Gamer can probably push now. Bit of free air to gain back on them. Ooh. And this battle's going to carry on all race long. 35, 27, 11%. So who strikes first? As they head through the final corner onto the start-finish straight to start. Lap 6. Carbro got ahead of Luca through all that. Pretty clean, pretty normal. Here we go then. For the lead of the race, Horosia pulls to the left. Goes around the outside of Ben, who slips in behind. And Cody down the inside of Ben. Ben might lose 2 positions here. Wheel to wheel, and Ben stays in front as Luca gets back at Carbro, goes deep, and they should stay how they are. Good racing here. And Pro Cody trying to come back, using all his ERS possible into Ben. He runs into the back of Ben, but they're still staying good at the moment. Horosia then takes the lead. Where did he start? Started P9 And by lap 6, he is up into the lead. He's going for it this season, I believe. Horosia, Williams looking very strong. Unfortunately, one of them is down in P15 after a spin. Lock up there, I think. We go back to Pens. And yeah, TB Gamer not too far off them now. But out of ERS is Slushy trying to keep with. And who do you think is in the best position right now, Nick?
I mean, all of the top 5 have currently shown great pace. And I mean, we've got Frankie at the moment right on the back of the top 3 on those hard tyres, which shows he has got plenty of pace. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of DRS. But I'd have to say, Frankie so far up there on those hard tyres. He's going to be on the mediums at the end of the race. If he can take these hards but quite a long way, he's going to be in prime position for the race win.
Is indeed. That was silly of Matteo to send it there. But anyway, no moves being made at the front at the moment. But yeah, like you say, Frankie on those hards is in a good position because he'll be on the quicker mediums towards the end. Both him and Cody in front have no ERS to use, so no moves are going to happen. Horosia isn't pulling away from Ben. He's sticking within the DRS. I think some battles happen between Billy and Logan. And also between Chaz and Noah. Chaz goes to the inside. Will he get left the space this time? He goes nearly over the curb. Noah goes around the outside. They bang wheels, make a bit of contact. And, yep, you knew that was going to happen. As Carbro also has dropped down places. And Chaz gets the penalty for a collision with Noah. Like, Noah's tyre was, like, tagging the Alfa Romeo. Not a good race so far for Chaz F1. As dropping down is Logan. He spun. Usual chaos here. Matty up to P11 then. Pro Cody once again right on the back of Ben. 8 tenths behind Horosia. He's got just a bit more ERS than him. While Ben is saving. He knows when to use it. He's at least smart with that. They come on to the start-finish straight then to start lap 8. It's because of the DRS they could just tow one another along. Frankie using everything he's got. And unless anyone tries to send or brakes too late, nothing will happen. Like that.
So,
Well
yeah,
done,
I was
Frankie.
just about to say.
Yep. Cody gets back past, but yeah, Frankie ran into the back of Cody. And he's now lost a heap of time.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. You just knew it was going to happen. As Noah
Yeah,
and
I've been
Matteo
waiting
battle.
for it, like every
Whoa,
lap.
Nathan freaking heavily deep there.
Ooh.
Around the outside, yellow. Oh, it is Nathan. Matteo and yeah, Noah backs off. TB Gamer not really gaining on them, just keeping around the 1.5 seconds. Yeah, he must have gone into AI to clip that. And because it was off track, it must have stopped him.
Yeah, I think he's just saving the tyres at the moment, saving the ERS, because obviously the dirty air, the turbulent air is going to affect him quite severely around this track, especially through the first and second sectors.
And then
But
Ben
now
can
he's
use
just
his ERS now.
Yeah, he's going to hope to stretch those tyres for a long time. But yeah, Ben now a lot closer than he was a couple of laps to go. Is he
might be
going to
a
look for the
warning
move
for-
into turn 1?
For her Rosier exit of the last corner. New for this season. At the end of the race, the commentator will record the whole race director. And we'll find out on lap 8 if Rosier did just get a warning there. But now Ben, DRS. Rosier overtook him. And now it looks like Ben's going to come back at the Williams. He pulls to the left, just like Rosier did. They're wheel to wheel. Ben's in front. Rosier brakes later. And Ben will try the switchback now. With no ERS for Rosier. Plenty for Ben. He's going to try the switchback again. The Williams and the Aston. DRS for the Williams this time. With no ERS to use. He's going to give it everything. He's going to go to the inside. Ben leaves in the room. He's going to try a third switchback. And that's absolutely brilliant. From Ben
And
94.
that's a safety car.
Oh, it's a safety car.
Absolutely perfect precision from Ben 94 there. Just to catch up on that Horosia incident on the exit of turn 13, he did get a warning.
He did. Okay, Warren, 3 seconds. Who caused that safety car? Was it someone at the back, I'm guessing?
See it. Let me have a look.
Well, oh, it's Warren. Yeah, he's got no front wing.
Yeah.
Right then. So just as he makes that brilliant move, Ben94 takes the lead. This will allow them all to put the hard compound tyres on. This does not help Slushy, who's on the hards already. He's going to have to take mediums 20-odd laps. But he will be good at the restart, I guess.
I wonder if anybody
Mercedes might have to stack
gamble to stay out. Yeah, let's have a look.
Should be a big enough deficit to Luca, though, so should be fine.
They've got about 3 seconds.
Chaz will be able to get rid of his 5-second. I have no idea what you got it for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He got there for the collision with
Oh yeah, Noah.
Yeah. Tom's gonna have to back off a little bit here, though. He's warming up the tyres for some reason, which is
warming up the tyres.
If you're gonna box. Warming up the tyres.
Warren was just stationary on track,
Cody
I think.
staying out.
Interesting.
Slushy as well, and Tom dives into the pit very late.
Right, so Ben pits, followed by Hirosia, followed by TB Gamer, followed by Luca, and Seb. Good stops, I think. A little slow for the Aston. What about Hirosia? He exits the pit lane behind the Aston. And TB Gamer just in front of the AlphaTauri as he heads in to make his tyre change. Carbo in, Billy in, Matteo in, Noah in. Slushy's disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. Cody! Oh no! I think he overtook the safety car because the safety cars. I thought a tier 2 driver might do that because the safety car comes out of the track, stops, and the driver might not see it on the mini-map or in time. He's gone straight past the safety car. The game's given him like a second to react, and unfortunately, Slushy is out of this race. He is disqualified. He's done what TB did last season a couple times, and Alpine are in the mud.
It doesn't say that he's disqualified on. I think he might be alright, you know.
Are you sure?
It doesn't say that he should say he's disqualified on the incidents, and he would have pulled off by now.
Has he cheated the game?
I mean, he's lost the position out of it. Wait, no, because he would have overtaken Cody, wouldn't he?
Okay.
I don't know, but
so Frankie's just cheated the game.
But
well, why did it display he's been disqualified then? That's
Will says he's an AI, but if he's talking about the right person, but he would have pulled off by now if he was disqualified. And if you look at Race Director,
amazingly, Slushy's still in this. It might be at the expense of a position, but he's still in the race. Brilliant.
Yeah, it would have definitely come up in the incidents channel. It's only Warren, the last person, with his 3-second time penalty. It seems.
That's where he got that under safety car as well, which is a bit. Oh, Frankie's typing now. I'm here, mate. So heading into the pits is no one. They're staying out. Let's look at stop. So everyone, apart from the top 3, Callum stayed out in all that as well, have pitted. So Pro Cody, Slushy and Callum, will they lose out or will they gain in the long term? As for tyres, everyone's on the hards, apart from Cody on those 10-lap-old mediums, and Warren, who will hopefully catch the pack, and Callum on the softs, as Matteo and Logan are swapping for some reason.
Now we've got a break. I just wanted to think, Cody, 10-lap-old mediums, why is he staying out?
Yeah.
Because he's lost the time now, everybody's caught up. If he pits again, he's going to lose another 20 to 25 seconds.
Looks a little. Oh, I was going to say it looks a little cloudy, but then I just remembered we're in Bahrain.
Logan did say there was 13% chance of rain, so that is. You know.
Shiver me timbers.
But
sorry.
I shall do the honours.
Can't spell Bahrain without the rain.
I didn't ask you. Don't go alongside at the safety car restart.
Yep. I think they should know that by now. But yeah, Ben in net P1 then. Hirosia second. Tom. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Tom is now technically back in 3rd. Luca 4th. Seb 5th with the penalty. Carbo 6th. Billy's up to provisional 7th. Noah 8th. Matt 9th. Logan 10th. Chaz just outside of the provisional points. Nathan, Killian, Warren, Callum. So, TB Gamer's gone from pole position to dropping down to 3rd pretty much. It's not been the most ideal race. Herosia's had a brilliant race, coming back through the field on the charge. And Ben, cool, calm and calculated, making his moves. That brilliant triple switchback has earned him net P1 at the moment. Luca holding ground. Might have a penalty or two coming his way though. Seb already has a penalty on him. Carbro, I think he's kept out of the wars. Billy, I think he was spun right at the start, so good comeback there. Noah, I think he's dropped down a lot. Matteo, disconnect, dropped down and spun. Logan, spun on his own. Chaz has been taken out a couple times now. Nathan, spun on his own. And look at that. Just everyone trying to have their own space, really. But I just can't see the logic behind why Cody didn't pit. I can kind of understand Slushy and Callum, but not Cody's. If both pitted, they wouldn't have lost anything, so. But yeah, that's have you ever seen that before, Nick? Where someone's disqualified and they're not actually disqualified.
Did you get a message to say they were disqualified?
Yeah. That's why I cut back to them. It said Slushy disqualified from session, overtaken under yellow flag or safety car, whatever it is. So I was like, oh no, he's out. And then,
seen it myself.
And then as soon as like in the top middle of the screen, but as soon as here, when we got to here, turn 6, he's still solid, and I'm thinking, surely his AI should be pulling off by now.
Yeah,
then,
but I'm wondering, just looking at the way his car's driving, it is very.
I think he's in AI.
It's very AI-like. But he said he was here. When he said he was here, unless he's been in AI this whole entire thing.
Which he could have.
But
safety car will definitely be in this lap.
Yeah, fire. That's what I'm trying to think. But if you go onto Race Director, there's no thing to say that he's disqualified. So
yeah,
we'll have to see, because
going a bit.
there could be a glitch where he's in for him, but he's not in for us. But
well, he is in for us because he's solid, and I know he's AI probably, but
yeah, I think he might be out of AI now. His throttle application and everything else, every input seems to be normal. But anyway. Oh wait, what has gone on? Warren and Killian have crashed.
Oh. Killian, Warren. Oh, and Callum's missing an M plate, I think.
Yeah, someone lost an M plate. Not.
Well, that's classic tier 2 back markers.
I don't know how that worked. I just saw a yellow flag, and yeah, but
Cody needs to make sure he nails this restart. And yes, Nick, we are back underway racing. Across the line then for Cody, then Slushy, then Callum, then Ben, and then Herosia, and then Tom, and pulling out is the Williams. And now Callum's looking for a move down the inside of Slushy, and here comes TB Gamer trying to make a move, and braking too late is Herosia into the back of Callum, who nearly spins him, and going off and around the outside is Tom, now into the back of Callum. Chaos and craziness happening, and Herosia's been spun as Matteo and Ben has left. All happening. TB, yeah, thank you, Tom. And now here comes TB Gamer. Can't quite get past Slushy. Cody's got a 2-second lead already. Chaos already ensuing the tier 2 grid. That's what happens when you put 17 inexperienced weirdos together. But yeah, wow. Callum just in front of Luca, then Carbro, then Seb, and then wheel to wheel is Noah ahead of Ben, who's left. And they're just managing to stay facing forward. Chaz F1, Matteo's back in, gets past. And Nathan and Callum, Killian, Warren, and then Herosia all the way down in last. And then there's something happening at the front. Losing the rear is Slushy. TB Gamer back up into second. Mercedes 1-2 then. And Luca eyeing a little podium, I think, with Cal right behind him. And Ben's back in, that's good. Callum gets a penalty. So 3 seconds at the moment. 1.7 then between the two Mercedes. And I think Cody will have to let Tom go. He's on the quicker tyres. He's pitted. Cody yet to pit. As Nathan and Chaz battling. Nathan down the inside of Chaz. And now we're going to see Logan get past Ben. Ben needs to get back in his car. Now we're seeing more wheel-to-wheel action stuff. Can Carbro brake later on Cal? Can he send it? He is going to send it. Is he going to brake in time? I think so. And Billy ghosting there, luckily, to avoid Seb backing out. Seb gets overtaken by Noah now. And the other Red Bull battling away with Nathan. Chaz watching this ensue. further back, down the inside, Billy ahead of the McLaren, and Noah to pick up the pieces. And now looking back to Logan, who's spun with Nathan. Yep.
Ben's back in his car, thankfully. Took a
That's
little bit of a while, but yeah,
9
lots of
tenths already.
collision there.
The race is coming back into TB Gamer's hands as we've got a yellow of Warren. All gone wrong for Horosia, who was net P2. Ben, who was net P1. They're down in 13th and 15th. It's a comeback drive for them then. Just how quickly Tier 2 can change. And Luca down the inside of Frankie. Can he take P3? Frankie, same corner, loses the rear. That's a danger if you're right next to a car like Luca. But Luca is now up into P3.
Well, Luca. P3, what a turnaround.
Spin someone, so he might get a penalty. And there we go. Change of leadership. Pro Cody lets TB Gamer through to take the lead back. Started on pole, had some misfortunes, and is now back up to leading the Grand Prix. We're halfway through, and Cody pits. It has not worked out for him.
Yeah, the unusual strategy finally comes to its death door. Unfortunately for Pro Cody.
One position, he might lose another to Carbro, as positions are changing all throughout the field. Billy is on the charge. He's up to 5th, fighting Noah, with Seb right on the back, looking further front. Carbro gets past Slushy. Slushy breaks, a little bit of a love tap there. All fair in war, as the Ferrari and the Red Bull side by side, sliding out, leaving enough space. Billy versus Noah. Billy gets ahead, Noah has to stay behind, and Seb has got a front row ticket to watch this for another lap. Callum dropping down the order as well, he's yet to pit. And now Matteo's on the charge, Ben's on the charge, Chaz is on the charge around the outside of the Aston, has to stay behind for now. And Noah, using the ghosting system to his advantage, gets ahead of Billy. Don't know what happened there. Chaos everywhere you look. Chaz down the inside of Ben, just about avoiding contact. Logan watching this unfold, as now Matteo clears past Callum. So Luca's up to 2nd now, Carbro in 3rd. Three-car battle for 5th. Ben round the outside of Callum. Very nice. What about Chaz? Can he do the same? Round the outside. Of course he can. Chaz F1 follows Ben through. And Callum, same strat as Cody, has not worked out his hards, falling off because he's lost 3 places in the span of one corner and a straight. Now looking back to Seb, who's on the back of Billy. Not close enough to Noah. Rosie makes a move on Cal, who's into the pits finally. Down the inside goes no one. And they're all keeping clean at the moment. But around the outside goes Nathan. A lot of dirt, marbles on his tyres, sliding out of 1. So Pro Cody on the hards, he is going to have a mega comeback drive now. So TB Gamer leads from Luca, from Carbro, from Frankie, who's still yet to pit and will probably fall down the order more. Noah's been on a real good charge recently to get back up to net P4. Billy right behind him under pressure from Seb with a penalty. Matteo gaining on them. Ben right behind them. Watch out for him, as there's nearly a 4-car battle now ensuing for P6. And Billy hasn't got the greatest exit compared to Seb. Seb is going to fly past with DRS and get ahead of the Ferrari, but Billy keeps his nose in there. And just about Seb has got through. Great move. Now Matteo, Billy lagging a little bit there, but Matteo now on the move. Ben watching this, picking his moment. That might be the right moment. Using much more curve as Billy goes off. And now Noah's all over the back of Frankie. Not the greatest exit for Billy. Matteo's going to get the better exit and go alongside. Ben's going to get the slip of both of them here, as Noah flies past Frankie. And Matteo down the inside. He's left Ben for dust, but Billy goes around the outside and he can't quite get past Seb, as all 3 of them. Oh, loses the rear, and does Ben get the pair of them? Just about hits Billy a bit, but Ben has got the both of them now, so Billy ahead of Matteo. And Ben once again picking the right moment. Chaz under pressure now as he turns in on Horosia. as who gets hit back forward with Logan, but that doesn't end well because they both get spun. Was Chaz doing a little bit of revenge there? Because I think it was Hiroshi who spun him earlier on. Might have been AlphaTauri, whatever the case. Know what you want to see. So now Ben up to P7, watching Seb and Frankie. The gap 3.4 out in front. When do you think Frankie will pit, Nick?
Well, we saw Callum come into the pits from the hard tyres. Obviously, Frankie's lost a couple positions since the start or the restart from the safety car. But he could be stretching it for softs. But I'm not quite sure, depending on how long those tyres have got in them. I know that the pit window is between like 15 and 21, and he's going to come in now.
Yep, great. So Seb has DRS, but Ben has much more to use. And he goes down the inside then for P5, the Aston. Seb not going to put up too much of a fight. We're still going to go around the outside. Billy down the inside of Matteo. Matty tries to switch. Cody, fastest lap of the race. Ben, that might be a warning for him. Seb's still putting up a little bit of a tussle against the Aston Martin, but with DRS, he can pull clear of the Alfa Romeo. And Billy's having a great return to be in P7 ahead of Matteo, who's trying the switch on the Ferrari, and he gets past him. Good traction into P7. Oh, spinning round. Oh, Luca loses P3 to Luca. Someone spinning around the back when I think that was Killian. But now we got about for second now, and it goes to Carbro down the inside. There's Noah watching this. Got a massive battle here. I wonder if Ben can clear all three of these and then catch up to Tom. Whatever the case, down the inside, Carbro versus Luca. They both, well, Carbro's had a couple podiums before. Luca's never had one. Noah's had quite a few. He's trying to get in on the act. Will he send it? Not quite. He's got so much more ERS compared to these two. Ben's got 30, so Noah is looking in a really good position here. As Warren gets overtaken by his teammate. So we head to start lap 19. And ranking up through the gears is Carbro coming in. Carbro's coming in. Don't know why, but okay. This frees up Noah. As Luca goes defensive. Will Luca leave the space this time? He goes around the outside. He doesn't try any sort of switchback. And Luca stays in front for now. Now, is this the opportunity for Noah to go to the inside, who gets blocked off by Luca round the outside for the Red Bull against the sister team of AlphaTauri. And it seems like he's got that clean. Luca just narrowly avoiding getting spun. But Noah placed his car in the perfect position, and he's now up into second. Seems like they're all a bit spaced out more this time. Cody up to 11th. As here we go down the inside.
I tell you what, Dutch Dodo, a massive moment out of turn 8, and it's brought Luca Ben 94 straight back into it.
Indeed. So yeah, the gap's now up to 6.4 as Slushy's back on the move. Like you said, Nick, he's on softs. So he's going to be quite rapid for some laps, but don't know if they'll be lasting the whole race.
Nah, they definitely won't reach the end of...
Luca, you're in a good position here. Don't throw it away.
Oh.
Brilliant. Yep, Luca.
What the hell?
He's giving the place back.
Talk
But
about dangerous.
Yeah, that was a bit iffy with Ben right behind him. But now it's brought Seb right on the back, and Chaz can eye this with Matteo as well. And we're going to have 3, maybe even 4 wide here. Here we go then, Luca. Ben getting sandwiched with the Red Bull. Luca brakes massively late, goes straight on. Noah and Ben get in front of him. Luca rejoins right into the path of Seb. Decent enough for him to get a switchback. And Luca, he threw it away, he bottled it. All those positions are down the inside. Noah versus Ben, leaves in the room. This is great. The Red Bull and the Aston narrowly avoiding contact. Ben or Noah, it's going to be Ben through turn 5, now turn 6, and the Aston is now up back into P2, back where he started, and Callum's out in the pit lane, should be fine. Look at this train. But yeah, 1-2. How they started are where they are now. These two could be the protagonists. But Cody, what could have been? P10 at the moment. Don't discount him though. You never know how much pace there is, and you never know what kind of incidents can ensue, because Luca has just bottled it and thrown it in the ocean even more with Seb. And there is Cody, right on the back, watching them. Well, with them. This is Nathan and Seb. He's kind of stuck. Got a yellow. It's Callum's car. Chaz and Matteo. This is the race of comebacks for Ben, for Tom, for Noah, for Matteo, and now Chaz F1 up to P5. Cody does get past Nathan for P10. He's in between two people with pens, and he'll want to stick behind Seb to get DRS here. Nathan back down the inside. Can't quite get him. Cody's going to send it on Seb. Doesn't give him a great exit. That's a horrible onboard sound for the AlphaTauri. And now Seb's trying to break the toe. Seb goes in the pits. Never mind. That frees up Cody for P8. Oh, Noah coming back at Ben though. Are your onboards sounding crackly, Nick? They are for me,
Not
but
really.
Noah tries to go around the outside of Ben. Can't quite do it. Matteo just in front of Chaz. We've got a yellow. Oh, and it's Killian. And it's Nathan. Two cars off there. Yeah, it's a race bit full of incident. It's tier 2. What can you expect? But it's been some really good racing, some really good action, some really good overtakes and comebacks from the top guys, who we can't wait to see more of. Has that Noah just gone straight on? Yes, he has. Outbroke himself. Make sure he doesn't hit the back of Ben and Carbro, who I still have no idea why he pitted. Has just gone off there. Who's got fastest lap? Yes, thought so. Slushy. Right, Matteo on the back of Noah then. Fight for the last podium place at this rate. Seems like it's between these five. Shout out to Billy though in P6 at the moment. 9 seconds though between TB Gamer and Ben. Smooth sailing at the moment with 8 laps to go, but anything can happen. Safety cars, we've still got 17 of the 18 runners, and the only one we've lost is Callum, who gave up in the pit lane. Warren and Horosia battling. Could have been so much more for this than Horosia in P15. Killian's had a few moments, and now wheel to wheel is Slushy and Logan, and Carbro and Nathan to make their way out, focusing further forwards. Matteo right behind Noah. Should stay how they are. So Slushy ahead of Logan. Carbro ahead of Nathan. Logan, does he send it? Nope. And they are as they were. As all Billy and Luca. Luca trying to go down the inside of Billy. Billy hangs it around the outside. Luca breaks late. And they're still wheel to wheel. Luca loses the rear. That allows Billy to stay in head. Good racing between the two. So if there was a safety car right now, Nick, who would it benefit and who would it not?
Tom probably won't be the happiest person, nearly with a 10-second lead.
Indeed.
But I think it's going to obviously close the gap for Chaz. We know he's got pace. We know he's able to do something. But it's not really going to benefit anybody apart from maybe Frankie. But he's on the softs, and everybody else is going to pit for softs if a safety car comes out around now.
Oh, I was going to say, just about to say top 11. All have no pens, so this is going to be about track position. Whoever finishes where, besides post-race penalties, that'll be where you get it. But Luca with a 3-second now, one by one, we can catch them out with the warnings. But now, we have a fight for P2. Ben, the win might be out of his hands this time, but he's still got to hold on for P2. Noah runs into the back of Ben, forces him wide, and now he backs off to let Ben have P2. Matteo, confused by that, all helps Chaz F1 gain on them. Now within a second of them, 10-second lead for TB Gamers. Warren gets his 3rd penalty. Seb down to the last. Killian getting overtaken by Callum. And Pro Cody watching this battle between Billy and Luca goes wide, and Cody is saved by the ghosting system, and no, he's not saved by himself because he's spun. He's in reverse, he's round, race over, race ruined, and Pro Cody, really unfortunate start to the season. Thought he was going to get whacked by Billy. Oh, as Billy loses the rear now. But luckily the ghosting system helped, but it didn't even help himself because I think that scared him enough to spin him. Yellow and set to 1. Cody still going slowly. Oh dear. If he causes a safety car, he is not going to be the most popular man in the Mercedes garage, because his teammate will hold that pretty much for a while, as Killian's causing yellows. Warren's getting overtaken by Horosia, battling with Horosia, and Horosia gets past. Seb up to 13th, Callum 12th, Nathan 11th, Carbro, Logan. Slushy's been quietly gaining. Billy and Luca still battling. Chaz is second off. Matteo 11, Noah 6, and Ben's still got plenty to use. As they all stay how they are heading into turn 1. The Aston, the Red Bull, the Williams, the Alfa Romeo, the 4 big teams I think that we are going to see this season. Well, and Mercedes. It's Carbro and Logan battle it out heading into turn 1. Logan brakes massively. Carbro can't turn in, otherwise he's getting spun. He goes on the curb, he stays in front. And Ben slowly closing a little bit on the gap that TB Gamer has. Half a second.
Ooh. No, we're nearly going into the back of Ben there.
Oh, right. Oh, we got a safety car! Oh, because there's Killian.
Oh,
Killian's crashed in the pit entry. Look, you
What
can
a
see he's
mapper.
lost his front wing. And this completely changes it. TB Gamer,
This
Killian's
does.
out. TB Gamer was moments away from winning this comfortably.
And now
And
he's got to put up the great defense of the TBG Fortress to
Well,
cover off the next 5 laps.
we wanted to see it. TB Gamer versus Ben. We didn't think we'd get it, but it's classic end of race tier 2 safety car. This time, the safety car's stationary and slow the hell down. So, TB Gamer, what does he do? He's got to pit. He can't stay out. Yep. If any of these lot pit, they're screwed. They're a sitting duck. Don't be a Cody. Carbro 3 second. Under safety car, he gets a penalty. Oh, and Ben. Ben's staying out. Matteo's staying out. Noah and Chaz are in. So, this is very interesting. Matteo and Ben stay out. They're taking the gamble. And everyone else behind them is pitting. No brainer. All of them for softs. Obviously. What about Cal? Seb staying out. Because why not? He's on mediums. He may as well. How many places can he gain? Can he get ahead of the Ferrari of Billy for the line? Yes. So, Alfa Romeo into P5 and 6. Cody thought his race was over in P15. Never know how much he could gain. Yeah, I don't know how you crash into the Bahrain pit entry.
Has
My
he got
AI
pins?
crashed. Yeah, his AI crashed him into the pit wall, apparently.
What now?
Right, I think that's the chat stunt. Right. So, let's have a look at tyres. Wow. Ben and Matt are going to be on old hards compared to TB Gamer and Noah and Chaz's new soft compound tyres. That could be a podium right there if these two get absolutely done. Luca, another 3 second. Seb, he pitted for those new mediums, doesn't want to get rid of them, gain a bunch of positions. Why not? Take the gamble. We got penalty, no penalty, 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 penalty. And then the top 5 with none, obviously. This is... Now, before we get back underway with racing, do Matteo or Ben have a change of heart? Do they think, oh, SIHT, do we come in? Do we box? Nope. They're thinking, screw it. Right then, it'll most likely be in this lap then. Do we really need ERS? Like, we got 3 laps there, or we're going to blast it. Not really. We don't really need that either. We'll keep chat, Matt. Penalties.
I think
keep on
ERS
that.
could be quite important.
It might be. I'll turn it back on when we start.
To
Gap
get a
to
drag
people.
race to the line.
Yeah, and someone's bound to set the fastest lap here, so that'll be
Yeah.
interesting. Let's just hope it's clean, concise, entertaining. I'm sure obviously there'll be a couple spins. There are some people who are not going to be happy after this race. I'm sure Chaz F1, even after his comeback, won't be happy. Maybe even TV Gamer, even if he wins. Billy, I think he'll be happy. Luca, not sure. I'm sure Corrosia will have some words. I'm sure Cody will certainly have some words about to himself. Because why would you stay out at the first safety car on mediums? Donkey. Right, it'll be in this lap for sure then. We will have 3 laps of running for the Bahrain Grand Prix. The dramatic conclusion to end what has been a thoroughly entertaining season opener. It's what we expected really, but it has fulfilled us with a lot of promise from some drivers, including this man. And this man. The pole sitter versus the one alongside on the front row. They got a Williams who joined midway through quali. And now, Ben's got to make sure to do a clean, nice restart. We've only lost 2 of the 18. We've got 3 laps remaining. And Ben, I'll turn telemetry back on, is weaving now, getting temperature in the tyres, really backing them up here. And now, Matteo just waiting to see when can he go. When will Ben go? He's gone now, just before the detection zone. And now we head into the final corner. Tom right on the back of Matteo. This is his chance. He needs to clear at least one of them on the softs versus the hards. Noah hasn't got the greatest reaction. Neither has Chaz to be close enough. Seb, and then Billy, and then Luca, and then Slushy Carbro, Logan, Nathan, Callum, Warren, Cody, and Erosia. Into turn 1 then. Matty versus Tom versus Ben. And around the outside, the Williams, the Alston, just staying ahead, and Noah nearly getting spun by Tom. Can Tom get through the pair of them? There's a gap through the middle, but he's not going to take it. We've got a yellow. It's the AlphaTauri of Luca being spun and arriving on the scene. The Red Bull going too deep, and the Ben pushing the Williams wide. Can Tom get the traction he needs from the soft compound tyres? They're all so close. Noah versus Tom, who runs into the back of Matteo. Amazingly, they're facing forward. Chaz gets ahead of Noah. Chaz goes wide onto the curb, and he runs into the back of Tom, who gets hit by Noah. Tom goes out wide. He has to stay wide to make sure he doesn't spin. He returns. Chaz F1 is on a flyer round the outside of Matteo, and he gets forced wide nearly. But Chaz F1 now is in front of, crucially, Tom and Noah. And now Seb is on the back. Chaz F1, who won here 2 seasons ago, is on the comeback of his life as Noah and Seb are battling once again. Chaz finds the switch on Matteo, who's desperately defending, but now round the outside with soft compound tyres. He spun Matteo. Chaz F1 now involved in collisions. He was the one getting spun. Now he's the one spinning others. Same with Erosia, who's up to 12th. That is Matteo's race ruined. Luca down to last as well. Now we have 3 drivers on soft compound tyres chasing down Ben 94. Penultimate lap, Ben's used already 70%. Chaz has used half. TB Gamer's used 40. And Noah's used 60. Here we go then on the penultimate lap. Does Chaz absolutely send it? Yes, he does on Ben. Ben leaves in the room. Tom watching this unfold. Noah watching all 3 of them. Tom's down the inside and he gets ahead of Chaz. He leaves in the room. He goes onto the curb. And now Noah gets the best exit of the lot because Chaz is out of shape. And now Tom is back in the second. The Red Bull just avoids Tom. Chaz coming back round the outside of Noah. They're wheel to wheel. They head through turn 6. Noah gets back past. Chaz has dropped back down and lost those 2 places. We've got Aston, Mercedes, Red Bull, Alfa Romeo, Matteo's out. And all of them are rear-ending one another and just keeping facing forward. But it's getting serious now. Chaz down the inside of Noah. Will he keep his nose in? Will they all still stay facing forward? Just about. This is brilliant, but Tom has to go off because the rear ending is getting a bit too much now. And how much ground will he lose? Seems like he's still keeping hold of P2. Can Ben miraculously hold on? He's back in the pack up because arriving on the scene is Frankie, but he loses the rear. Luckily, there's a big enough gap behind. Frankie will have to settle for 5th at this rate. 4-car battle for the lead. 3 on softs, 1 hard runner defending for his life. Noah's got a pen, so it will not be Noah winning the race today. It will be between the top 3, Chaz, Tom and Ben. But who makes the move? They're keeping facing in a single line. Tom hasn't got the greatest exit. He goes over the bump. And now Chaz and Tom are wheel to wheel. No DRS, remember. We're on to the final lap. Here comes TB Gamer down the inside. Chaz has got the slip at both of them. Ben, powerless to defend. And he can't do anything. TB Gamer on the final lap takes the lead of the race. Chaz F1 down the inside of the Aston. Noah looking to gain ground after getting that pen. Ben cannot do anything. He's lost all 3 positions. Now DRS is activated. And now Tom has got the gap. And unless any post-race penalties change anything, I think he's won this race as Chaz goes wide. Ben, if he can hang on to at least 4th, that would be good enough for him because he'll get the podium because of Noah's pen. It's between Chaz F1, who's been through so much this race, and TB Gamer, who's been through not as much, but equally just the amount of pain and suffering as well. Started on pole. He wants this conversion rate. Chaz F1 not giving this up without a fight. He sends it to the inside. TB Gamer once again has to go off the track, making sure not to get a penalty or a warning. We saw this 2 seasons ago with Chaz F1 in TB Gamer's position, holding down P1 with the penalties. This time they have no penalties. Chaz F1 returns to Alfa Romeo. TB Gamer, he moves from Haas to Mercedes. He's got 1 sector now to navigate his way through. Does Chaz F1 try anything to the Mercedes? 8%, 6%. Use it all, lads. Chaz F1 makes a mistake. TB Gamer goes wide to break the toe, and I think he might just about hold on to this. Will Noah try a little send? He does. Chaz F1 stays in front. He starts this season going for the World Championship, and TB Gamer has done just that, at least for the start. He wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Does TB Gamer? Chaz F1 second, Ben third, Slushy fourth, Noah down to 5th, Carbro 6th, Pro Cody out of nowhere gets 6th, Carbro, then Seb, then Horosia, then Nathan gets on into the points, Billy, Callum, Logan. What a race! Wow. And I think, rightly so, driver of the day, Chaz F1. Nick?
Well, that was
Well, indeed.
quite something, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, the rear ending, I think some...
yes, there was plenty of rear
what's
ending
it called?
across the
Restraining
whole of that
orders
race.
might be filed after this race.
Absolutely, a couple of people have been molested.
I'm so glad like none of them actually got seriously spun. TB Gamer went off more times than I cared to count, but what a race. What a comeback. Some silly mistakes made from some people, but yep. That's how you start a season. And Slushy did get the fastest lap. Chaz F1, take a bow, P17 to P2. And just missing out on the win. Race director. There we go. There we go. All recorded. Good on Carbro. Billy just missed out. I mean, post-race pens might change stuff, but... Right. Ugh, God, wow. What a race. Let's get the top 3 in. All right, no worries. Right. We'll start off then with Chaz F1. Chaz, are you there, mate?
Yes,
You
yes.
include your audio.
Yeah, I think it's included, yeah.
All right then. Yeah. Hi Ben. Gonna
Hi.
interview Chaz and then I'll interview you. Tom's
Okay,
gone for a
sure.
little bit, so he'll come back. Right then. Wow, what a race! What a comeback! Just what an experience from you, Chaz. Crashing. Actually, yeah. Just take us through what happened in quali there, final corner.
I was just coming onto my lap, and obviously I was pushing the corner because I wanted to get a good exit to begin my lap. I just dipped two of my wheels on the outside curb, and that kind of sent me across. And thought I was quite, slow. But I thought I'd slowed up by the time that I'd hit the wall, but clearly not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unfortunate for you to start second last on the ninth row, but what a comeback to finish P2. It was a race full of incident. I saw you got spun a few times. You spun a few people. I think it was Rosier and Matteo. Um, who spun you right at the start ish? Do you
So
remember?
I had Luca. I was on his
Luca, that was it.
inside. And yeah, I don't know what really happened there. And then the Dutch Dodo spun me as well. I wasn't very happy with his
Oh, did
driving,
he? Oh,
but you know,
yeah.
it is
And
what
then
it
it
is,
came
unfortunately.
came came down to you versus Tom. Tom went off a little bit. He just had the edge, but still, what a race for you and the team. Uh, Nick, you got anything to ask Jazz?
No, I think you've asked about everything that I can think of. But yeah, congratulations, Chaz. Obviously, it was a tough race from towards the back, and you did well. Obviously, unfortunate final corner there because I feel like you probably think as well you could have had a run on Tom coming up to the line, but you did well to recover what you could.
Yeah, if I can mute my stream audio, I think I might do that because
Yeah.
Oh dear. Um, Ben, first time talking to you, mate.
Hello.
Hello. Um, you are. We got for tier two stands. We've got a star on our hands of you. That
yeah,
triple
see,
switchback you did. I think it was with Noah. Was sublime. It was amazing. It was just a joy to see you driving P2 in qualifying, splitting the Mercs, 1,000th in front of Cody. Just you have such a cool head when it comes to overtaking. You have your ERS planted when you need it, and you're not involved or cause many incidents. And you were right. The defending with those hards compared to everyone else on the softs, it was great. But unfortunately, towards the end, you just couldn't hang on. Do you want to maybe just take us through all that?
Oh yeah, it was for this the start was a bit scary with all the stuff going around behind me, and then I was fighting the Mercedes. It was yeah, it was quite tense. And then obviously I don't know what happened eventually with the Mercedes, but they were behind. I did make contact with one of them. It was TB. I accidentally made contact with just I broke myself a little. And then it was I don't know which car it was right before the safety cars when I did those switchbacks. That was a it was a great battle. I really enjoyed that. And after the safety car, yeah, I unfortunately got disconnected. I rejoined. I saw I was P13. I was quite distraught, but then I made a comeback somewhat to P5 it was. And then another safety car came and I had another chance. I stayed out on hards. Uh, I hoped to have a bigger buffer because Matteo was behind me with Hearts as well. But then I didn't think that the Mercedes of TB would come in third with new source. I was like, yeah, I have only got Matteo behind me. Um, but yeah, it was like 3 laps from the end, trying to keep it in first place, and well, with 1 lap to go, still in the lead. But ultimately, I didn't think I was gonna win, but I held on as long as I could and well, it was gonna happen eventually. I just hope that if I let those three by and then had their own little kerfuffle, and something might happen. Eventually, P3. So yeah, I'm very happy.
Yeah, you walked away with a podium on debut, which is brilliant to see. You're always already one of the favourites from all the talk in the chats for the past few weeks or so, and it's great to see you back on now out on track and delivering right from the get-go. We can't wait to see what you've got in store in the fight with this guy, TB Gamer, winner of the Bahrain Grand Prix, pole position, and now race winner of the opening round of the new season. Tom, how are you and how are you feeling?
I'm knackered and Oh my god, what the hell was that? No, oh my god, no, I don't know what to say to be honest. I'm actually speechless.
Nick, do you have any
Apart
questions for
from
Tom?
I overtook 4 people in one lap.
Yep.
Nah, mate, he don't deserve any questions. What dead baller, really? There's just no need for that, but whatever.
What did you go into with the thing Ben was on about? I just want to know. Did you go into AI when in turn 4 exit when you were off track? Is that why it like
I
stopped
was
you?
I meant to clip it, but then I realised I was on stream, so my AI kind of just stalled the car.
Oh,
And then
oh
it
wow.
happened to me in Monza as well. I did the exact same thing. I still haven't learnt, but it's fine. The last couple of laps, I was infuriated. I was being because I got damage
Because your
from
10-second gap got
our 10
diminished.
second gap. Yeah, same happened. I can
You got
never win
damage.
easily. Yeah, because fucking I got beat checked by Matteo.
Ah,
So and then I got damage.
you were all like
I
rear-ending
was
one another.
I was just getting
Like
pushed by
everyone.
Godo, and Chaz sent me into turn 10 at the end. So I was like, I'm taking avoiding caution. I'm not losing this race. And yeah, I'm bloody knackered. Also, that
Any
pole lap
comments?
was brilliant.
Yeah, any comments on the lap you did before that pole lap when you were level, identical with your teammate?
Honestly, I didn't really care because I knew I had the pace to go out there and do better.
There
Shout
you
out
have
for
it.
fun enough. Shout out to Cody.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I just wanted to know thoughts on
he's
his race, like why he
he
stayed
he
out.
was brilliant all day. He was no, so Karina Vase, so Jack and Alex. Jack was my engineer. Alex was Cody's engineer. And we agreed for me. We all agreed for me to box under the first safety car because we couldn't have
And just
done
leave Cody out.
both. Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
screw
because
Cody.
we all know Cody was quicker than me, and if Billy never killed him again, he probably would have gotten the podium. He would have battled for the podium because it
You
was
got
hectic.
6th in the end, so good
Yeah,
comeback.
if Billy never killed him, then
Yeah. But
but I
yeah,
got my
wow.
second win
We
after
don't
Abu
know.
Dhabi.
Obviously, post-race penalties can change a lot, but in this moment, this is your top 3. TV Gamer, victorious in Singapore, and now victorious in Bahrain. He can only win night races at the moment. But yeah,
I'm gonna win
P1 to
Saudi
start
then.
off the season. Yep, great. And then we have Chaz F1. He's back. P2. Let's see if he can keep it up all season. And let's see who can really fight for the title. And especially Ben94. I really hope you do get an actual full-time seat. I don't know who you'll get, but you deserve one. But yeah,
We'll
podium
see.
on debut. Well done,
Wait,
you
he not
3.
got C.
Nope. And we'll see you
He's
next time out
brilliant.
for the Saudi Arabian Grand